A good morning. Come on. Why can't I find this thread? I'll be right with you. What up, Matt? We're just getting started. I wanted to get these links posted. We're live on the YouTube testing the Spartans spins and the Yo-Yo Boomers Club unresponsive prototypes. Oh yeah, the Movember Yo-Yo from 2023. I got that too. Stop in. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. The crowd goes wild. Hope y'all having a great loadout Tuesday. Let's get this show underway, huh? There they are. That's what I'm looking for. Egg crates. Spike is definitely sharp on the Boomer Proto. What's gonna be? You have to tune in at noon Eastern for Loadout Tuesday to see colorway. Just quick double check there to make sure I didn't leave it out. Ooh. I guess I should be trying to figure out a trick for Loadout Tuesday. I want to try and post a trick every Tuesday. Average Throwers Club and whatnot. What up, Rogers? How many burner YouTube accounts you got, huh? I think I found Sedan Throws. John Snowy. I'm actually surprised you have a YouTube account for your club. That's kind of cool. Especially if like you had somebody there doing video recaps. I mean, it's a lot of work for. Ooh, I think we're doing something with that today for today's trick. What up, George? From the West Coast. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, maybe we're not, because I can't hit it. ABC Stores Dry. Guy told me that they had EH Taylor last week when you were out of town. Did you ask if they get the shipment on the same day each week, or that's what you're telling me they said is random? I understand that what they get in the shipments is random, but I believe that they have a day that they know their truck is coming to replenish them. And then your other ABC stores will either be the same day or a different day. So that's the schedule you have to be on to find some of this stuff. It's kind of like Loadout Tuesday. You have Truck Tuesday or something. What up, Rob? Well, they tell me the day is random. I feel like they get their shipments every Friday because that's when Trace and Eagle Rare got restocked usually. So they might get it Thursday, or maybe they restock the shelf Friday and get it an earlier day. But in Ohio, we don't have ABC stores, but it's all state liquor stores, so it's similar. Um, and each of them has a different truck day, so people will go and wait out line each store on a different day. That's what I think about that West Coast. West Coast. No, I haven't been on the West Coast as an adult, so I don't know. But I'm a morning person, so I'd rather have the sunrise. Oh, somebody's always got skills you wish you had, right? I've thrown a lot of yo-yos in my day without progressing, though. There it is. Now, from here... Ugh. What up, Philip? I don't know if I want to go down that, man. I have a lot of bourbon in the bunker. Um, 2 or 3 years ago now, when 4 years ago maybe, I started getting into bourbon, and the price at the bar for pour for allocated bourbon is crazy. Like, we call it $25 for an aged Taylor at the bar, to try it, but you can get a bottle for 35. So, I wanted to try everything, and I couldn't rationalize paying for the pour in my head, so I just was collecting every bottle so at some point I could try it. And yeah, I have 150 unopened bottles in the basement. But I'm ready whenever I do want to try something now. I've gotten out of that mindset of trying to collect stuff and try everything. Well, it's terrible for you if you're trying to try everything. Um, but there was always something else that I was chasing, and I wasn't even trying the stuff I was getting the prior weeks. So I kind of stopped paying attention so much to the bourbon world. Because when I do pay attention and watch reviews or whatever, it makes me want to go get that bottle and try it when I already have more than I can try here. Yeah, Phil, I'll take a whole set. I'll take 4 of them. I'll show you I'll get the measurements for the little tasting glasses I have. Yeah, so, I mean, bourbon's getting up there in price too, but you can get a lot of great bourbons under 60. Cognac, that seems to be more expensive as you start to get any sort of age on it. It usually had like a buttery taste, the couple I've tried that I didn't love. This doesn't seem right. I only have 15 smooth operators. Sounds good, Phil. I will absolutely do that. Phil, now unrelated but flightboard. That could be pretty cool. A little yo-yo flightboard, you know? You're sampling 4 different yo-yos, comparison test. Might not be for everybody, but I could set up a whole video series comparing these 4 yo-yos, and you bring it out on a flightboard that holds the 4 yo-yos. That could be cool. Since this is also a YYBC stream, were you planning on doing anything for Offtober? Discussion for a few months ago. I have no interest in doing anything for Offtober. I'm not sure what the club's doing. Honestly, I don't know that there's that the club. Well, it's open to everybody. It's kind of fallen into a lot of, I would say, old school players that like responsive, like modern responsive, like the older feeling style throws. And I don't think there's going to be a ton of those players that want to do off-string October. If I am translating Offtober correctly. Off-string is fun. Um, it's just kind of something you have to commit yourself to go do, where a lot of us it's like, I don't know, it's just in your pocket. You're at the bus stop, you're at the grocery store. So the finger spinning on the Spartan spin is difficult. Like it is not a training aid by any stretch of the imagination. It is hard to center to get landed in that little dimple. I would say I haven't been in the last couple meets for Yo-Yo Boom Club, so I didn't have all the details either. I need an every bourbon the same way I need every G2. That's right, Patrick. You gotta try them all. But I kind of think G2 is the opposite of bourbon. So as you get to more and more bourbon, the new releases are new brands. It doesn't have the age on them, and you want that age for good bourbon. Um, so it's different finishes, different techniques to try and get that age taste without aging it, or mixes. But I think all the freshest, the newest G2s have definitely been my best designed. Definitely gotten better over time with designing. Oh, we would have had it. The old bind nut. We got the charity drive coming up for Yo-Yo Boomer Club, the workhorse release, and then we'll be all the way to fixed axle February. Time flies. A good morning. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Carlson. The guts on this thing. I think there's a aspect to it, Patrick, that I don't know. You kind of gain as a one-man team versus a full team of employees just doing a job right. Perfect. What's up, Austin? Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling, testing yo-yos. This is what I do for my job. So sometimes, most of the time, I'll test yo-yos while watching YouTube. Sometimes I go live and you guys kind of keep me entertained while I'm testing. Quite the colorway, yeah. It's honestly not as bad as I was picturing. Like there's potential there to be really good, but it's not good. It's kind of ugly. What a Bree Wild. Welcome to the stream. George, did you watch that game last night? Are you a Seahawks fan? I couldn't believe the box score when I woke up. Geno almost 400 yards. Goff, perfection. And a receiving touchdown. Didn't want to hop out of there. There's a lot more character on smaller teams, and they do run more efficiently in a way. But it's harder because each member of a smaller team has more true value overall. Do you think Geno? He almost threw 400 yards last night. Do you think Geno can take you guys to a Super Bowl? You definitely have the weapons, I guess. I don't know. It's the same. I don't know. I don't think Goff's a good quarterback. Then he just threw 100% completion percentage. I picked up a loadout a few weeks ago, and I'm excited to receive it. Which colorway did you get? Most of them shipped. I still have the Unicorn Storms back there to ship, and the Glow Leafs. Those will probably all go out tomorrow. I have to package them up today. I've seen your fingers from Banshee SS, and I'm just in love. Are you planning on doing an Arbiter drop soon? Fingerspin Banshee SS. That's a special prototype we did for my members over on Patreon. That will get revisions if I'm going to release it. There's a couple things I change about it. So no definite plan on that yet. And the what else did we just? Arbiter X AL7SS will be restocked soon. I think that's the best version of the Arbiter, so we'll have some more of those. Well, I mean, Geno's not the answer, but if you look around the league, there's not a whole lot of quarterbacks I think that you would say is the answer, right? I don't know, I don't know if there's many quarterbacks right now that are lift up a bad team or a not great offensive team the way that we kind of had there in the past with Peyton and Brady, and you could almost say Rodgers, and I mean Mahomes, definitely. Lamar Jackson, arguable. I mean, he's kind of doing right now. He doesn't have great offensive weapons. Um, AFC North, that's it. Joe Burrow ain't it. Deshaun Watson definitely ain't it. Justin Fields not it. Holy cow. Maybe Josh Allen, Mahomes. What's up, Disquieted? I mean, Nick Foles, that's a team, right? That was a full team. Was not on Nick Foles, really. Alright, see you, Rob. Have a good rest of your day. Mahomes actively taking out his receiver. Terrible. Wait for that loadout drive. Yeah, we're about, what, an hour and a half away? Yep. Loadout Tuesday. Go get yourself a loadout. Tell your friend to get a loadout. I mean, that person in the Discord should have been spamming loadout drop, not OnlyFans. Yeah, there's no great. I mean, Mahomes and Allen, I think, are what we narrowed down to being the great QBs. I don't know about the West Coast. What's out there? Purdy. Purdy has a great team. He's not a great quarterback. Kyler Murray. I don't think so. What else is out there? Stafford. Not anymore. What are my thoughts on the Spartans spins? Um, spins. Any bimetal finger spins coming up? No. It would probably be the Banshee. Yes, finger spin Banshee would be next, or maybe an AL7 Luna. Spartan spins. It is way better than the old H-spin Envy, which is not hard to do, but it's also exactly what it reminds me of on that shape. It's that just absolute H. It's pretty stable. The high wall is interesting because you don't really get this feeling in most yo-yos outside of some organics. Plays a little bit heavy. Middle of the road momentum-wise, it's still fast and the momentum pushes. It doesn't have the agility of like a Elite or Arbiter. Kind of has the feel, that momentum of a Wraith, but not as forgiving with that higher wall. Plays a little heavier, I think, still. I mean, it's definitely the experience was fun, and I'd probably like to do it again with a little quicker turnaround. This one has been kind of got delayed a few extra times. Yeah, these were a prior pre-order, I think mostly on Discord. I did a live stream with a randomizer and asked it a whole bunch of questions with diameter, shape, styling, wall, mid-wall, pads, bearing, rims, all kinds of different options to a randomizer, and then created a yo-yo with the randomized options that came out, including the colorway. So like something like this never would come out of, I guess, anything other than that randomizer. We didn't randomize a name. You are definitely evolving. So Dan almost wanted to change the name because Justin Dower, he came out with the Evolve, but the Evolution, I think it's different enough and it works for the plan into the future with Dan's yo-yo. So we can start with the Evolution, you can have a stage 1, 2, 3, whatever, as we make adjustments or whatever, bimetal, whatever we want to do. Plastic. But this is the Evolution. Barry Storm making a comeback. What's up, DJ? Another one. Does have very, very good grind time. Yeah, and that's not just on them, that's on me too. Find a way to get them to be active. Dan moving home to New York, that helped, I think. Mike rekindling his love with Yo-Yo, that helped. What up, Richard? Yeah. Damien was a Patreon member. So after he had a few yo-yos, it seemed like a good thing to G2 one, make the Valhalla. Kind of worked out pretty well. Gives publicity to his brand, and it was cool to collaborate with a Patreon member. Trying to figure out another way to do that into the future. I do owe you guys. Wait a minute. There was a contest I was going to set up. A colorway contest. I completely forgot. It slipped my brain completely. But I want to do another design contest too, which is also where the carbine came from. Does SS play better than you were expecting for it being a random design? I think it plays pretty close to what I was expecting. Even with it being a random design, the specs weren't too far out of line that I thought it was going to be bad. Feels better in the hand. the real difficulty is that raised finger spin dimple. However we got that randomly, that's an issue. New York States. I'm sending some yo-yos to New York States. Yeah, I just wired it. I think over time we'll get some more. Maybe I'll do a tag, everyone post on it. Everybody thought their notifications were done for the day. What did you learn about marketing? You annoy customers, uh they leave versus what you think it's going to do of getting attention? How far is your drive, Rich? I mean, Coney Island's a cool place, right? So, I mean, it's not just for the yo-yo contest? Could have been bad. I didn't see any of the links because I came in, deleted them, and it was deleted them all. I think I do remember a Washington State's happening years ago, George. But yeah, Pacific Northwest Regionals is a big one out. Washington and Oregon's a good yo-yo spot. They have a lot of people there. Just I don't know. It's a thankless job running a contest, and it's hard. Ohio State hasn't been happening. I'm feeling guilty that I don't put it together. I don't know. Maybe I will. No Spartan spins available for customs. There might be one or two extra after the testing, but that's it. This was a just a pre-order only. None for custom down the road or anything like that. A good morning, Mr. Ketchup. I feel obligated to show the relic proto to 2 of the 3 people that did Movember in 2023. Testing's good. These Spartan spins, some have a little bit of fingernail on the rim, but I think it's, I don't know, due to that design somehow. It's nice. I like the little ridge bump I put on these for the cap. Just a little slimline, unresponsive, old school feel. I'd like to soften these rims maybe just a hair. It's got a ripper in it. Movember. So I did it 2 years ago, and I think I set it up. Everybody got a yo-yo no matter their donation, and if they did Movember. But it was a large expense, we'll say, to G2. So then last year, so we went from like 25 people did it down to like I think 3 or 4 people did it because I said you might have to like there's no free yo-yo this time. You get it at a steeply discounted price if you complete it. And only 3 or so people did it. Once they were not getting the free yo-yo, it killed it off. So there's some sort of middle ground there I need to find, but I can't do the free yo-yo, especially when that many people did it. It doesn't really add rim weight, specifically that design feature, but I did a lot of design changes to that yo-yo. I didn't like the last proto version of the whatever it was, relic. But yeah, the rest of that, George, is that you have to have November with just a mustache. You can start it with a mustache and just shave everything else. But November, the whole month, just mustache, which includes Thanksgiving. Oh, I don't really keep a list of ideas I've got rid of. Usually they get evolved into something workable. Not many have been just discarded. That's pretty good. Only one bimetal with a vibe to glitch on the Spartan spins, so that's really good numbers. Yeah, I need to get a specific rule set and figure out the best opt in there. Maybe you can buy the yo-yo if you want, but you get a free patch to put somewhere. I don't know if patch is the best idea. What are people gonna put a patch on, right? I don't know. What's a yo-yo of the past you'd love to remake with G2 elements? I kind of started this project and then decided people would maybe be salty about it, where I was going to revise yo-yos from the past, update them, and add a G2 flare to them. Um, decided the optic of that weren't the best. But I wanted to do yo-yos that I liked in the past. I wanted to do like the Avalanche, the one drop 54. The 54 would have been perfect because they just redid it. So you could have seen one drops changes and updates to it versus what G2 would have done to it if it was theirs. But I don't know. It can come across wrong there. I mean, a magnet worked, but it needs to be something cooler than a magnet. The Minity is... It wouldn't be anything like the Minity. I mean, we could do a hat. I don't know if the hat... Do you want the little mustache guy on a hat? It could be cool. It is a cool logo. That little thing right on a center patch on a hat. Free Movember divot tool for everybody that golfs. Sure we could do. As long as like... It depends on how many people did it. How wide, George? 50 or plus? The Wild Banshee SS. Yeah, the yo-yo I just can't give away. The yo-yo would be an option for everybody that completes the challenge. I was trying to think of something I can give away to members that complete and you don't have to buy the yo-yo. I forget about X-Cube yo-yos. The Steamroller was terrible. That thing would cut your fingers off. I don't remember playing the Aware. And those of you that are curious, the blues are different on the Workhorse V2, and I don't know if it's going to show here, but you can tell there's a different in this shade. It's different, I promise. Bless you. I figured you might be getting bored in there and need some daddy time. You gonna go to the store?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Would you like to say goodbye to everybody? Up here at the camera. Look up here. Say bye. So the issue with it's supposed to be periwinkle. Periwinkle is like a shade of blue with a tinge of light violet or a shade of violet with blue. This is really a light blue. You can see a tinge of purple in it, but it's not quite as purple as we wanted it to be, I think. Alright, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up. One step closer to that shipment.